Hey, everybody. All right, we are live. Welcome to day 2. So I'm teaching 10 days, 10 ways that the Enneagram makes your life better. And my name is Vanessa Fernandez, and I run the Enneagram workshop, which is where we are at right now. So if you're on here live with me, I'd love to say hi to you and just give me a little hand wave or a little hearts, or just let me know how you're doing. It is Saturday. What was I thinking? Hey, everybody. Doing a live call in the middle of the day on a Saturday. I have 4 kids. This house be crazy right now, but they just all left the premises. So we're going to do our best. And I'm going to teach you today on what are some of the unintended results or side effects of learning the Enneagram. And the reason I want to talk about this is because at the Enneagram workshop, we are taking things a little bit deeper, and not everybody is on board with that. Not everybody is into that. Not everybody is wanting to go that far. And that's totally fine. This journey is your journey. This journey of self-discovery, of growth, of using the Enneagram to, maybe you just want to know your type and you're out of here, you're peacing out, and that's totally fine. Maybe you want to know your type and your spouse's type and you just want to do relational work. What we're doing at the Enneagram workshop, though, is real personal growth and personal work. And if that's not your jam, that's totally fine. But I want to at least explain it to you so that you can decide if this is where you want to be at your journey in the first place. So what brought you, if you're on live with me, I'd love to hear what brought you to the Enneagram. Like, why were you attracted to it? Why were you interested in learning about it in the first place? I feel like a lot of us, when we come to the Enneagram, it may be out of curiosity. It may be because we love personality tests. That's me. I love them. I love every single one that I've ever taken. Never really felt like any of them actually fully got me until I discovered the Enneagram, but I still loved them and I loved learning about them. But I find that most of us, we come to the Enneagram when we're in a place that what we've always done and the ways we've always moved through life is kind of no longer working for us. That's where a lot of us, especially those of us who stick with it and who go deep into it and we see this little glimmer of hope that maybe there is something here in this body of wisdom that will help me figure out why my normal mode of operation is just not working for me anymore. And typically when that happens, we go on some sort of journey of personal growth. And I am a huge personal growth junkie. Anybody else, shoot me like hearts or waves or whatever if you are a personal growth junkie. I love seminars and speakers and books and podcasts and all of the things that I can take in. Yeah, I see you people. I love it all. Here's the problem, though. Before I knew the Enneagram, a lot of these advice givers, they're super successful people. I think they're awesome. I think they're amazing. And they would give their advice, and I would just take it. And I would think, well, if it worked for them, it'll work for me. And I would start putting on all of this well-meaning advice, how to schedule your day or how to do morning routine or how to have, whatever, better productivity or more meaningful relationships. I'd take all of this advice and I'd put it on thinking that it's just like a one size fits all. It works for them. It's going to work for me. And the problem is when it didn't work for me, and I think each type kind of deals with this differently. I'm in the shame triad. I'm in the heart triad. So when that advice didn't work for me, I thought, oh my gosh, there's something wrong with me. Oh my gosh, I must be not good enough. Oh my gosh, I tried that whole scheduling system and I couldn't make it work. It didn't stick. There's something defective in me. I'm not cutting it. And either I would try harder or give up. And when I discovered the Enneagram, it made so much of that make sense of why all advice is not the best advice for all people. And that doesn't mean that we don't keep taking in all of this advice and do personal development and go to therapists or go to seminars and all of that stuff. But once we know ourselves, and this is something that you're going to hear me talk about a lot, the Enneagram is a map. Okay. So the Enneagram shows us where we are in our map, where we are in the human experience. And then it shows us how to get to freedom. And for each one of us, we're at a different place. Imagine if you were standing over here and I was standing over here and we're both trying to get over there. And I'm giving you advice based on where I'm standing. I'm telling you to go 3 steps forward, then make a right, then turn around, then head that way. Yeah, I know where freedom is for me. But if I don't know where you are on the map, my advice to you, my directions to you are not going to lead you where you want to go. They're not going to be helpful. So learning the Enneagram tells us where we are on the map and allows us, in one sense, this is one of the side effects of the Enneagram. It's going to place a lot more responsibility on you to take control of your own personal growth, because only you really know where you are on the map, especially once you've done some self-discovery and self-observation. You've done some work with the Enneagram. Once you know where you are on the map, then you can take all this amazing, well-meaning advice, all this personal development books, and there are so many good ones. And you can apply it to where you are, and it's no longer one size fits all, but you can let go of what doesn't work for you and your type and where you're at, and you can adopt what does. And it's no longer from a place of this didn't work for me, so there must be something wrong with me. It's more of this didn't work for me because I'm not a 7 or I'm not a 4 or I'm not a 3. I'm a whatever, and I need this kind of help. It lets us know where we are in the map so that we can find our way to freedom. Another unintended side effect of learning the Enneagram is it gives us space to include other points of view. Did anyone else, when they learned about the Enneagram, kind of feel like freaked out that not everybody saw the world the same way you did? I don't know if you guys have seen, but like around on Facebook, people are posting this article that not everyone has an internal monologue, and people are freaking out. Like the people who have an internal monologue are like, are you serious? Not everybody has this? What are you talking about? I remember feeling that way about my type. Are you serious? Like, not everyone wakes up. I'm a type 3, by the way. Not everyone wakes up, knows exactly what they need to do, has their entire day planned out to the minute, and has just like this gotta go from the minute they wake. Like, that's not how everybody feels. What are you talking about? And each one of us realizes that, first of all, that we're not alone. There are other people who think like this. But second of all, there are so many different ways of seeing. And that expands and gives us space to include other points of view. And when we have that space, it makes us more compassionate. It makes us more compassionate with ourselves and others. And it helps us tease out, especially in our relationships, what things that other people are doing to us that are actually wrong, and what things that other people are doing to us that's just the way they see the world, and it's not wrong. I can't tell you how many times I, in many of my relationships, thought, they are so wrong. They are so wrong. And then I learned the Enneagram, and I was like, oh, they're not wrong. That's how they see the world. Like, totally put me in my place, softened my heart, created so much unity. That's one of my favorite amazing parts of learning the Enneagram, is the compassion that it grows for ourselves and for others. Okay, the last one that I want to talk about, the side effect of learning the Enneagram, and this one is where I'm going to camp the most. The Enneagram challenges you to evaluate your health without asking you to become someone else. This just shakes me to my core, because similarly to what I was talking about with the one size fits all personal development, kind of thinking, well, if it worked for so-and-so, it should work for me, and just kind of adopting everything as being equally for everyone. The Enneagram says, hey, there's a healthy level to your type. There's an unhealthy space to your type. Where are you? Did you guys think that when you read And there's lots of different places where you can read, okay, this is what a healthy 4 looks like, an average 4, an unhealthy 4, in excess. And there's this whole spectrum, and it invites us to self-reflection and to figure out, where am I in my health on this spectrum? And obviously, within the course of a day, I could be all over this chart. So it's not like one moment in time you're in one space, because we're always fluctuating. But it invites us to evaluate where we are and how often we're in healthy space and unhealthy space. But it doesn't ask us to become someone else. Oftentimes, when we are challenging ourselves or others are challenging us to grow, they're doing so from a perspective of, you should be more like me. And if that person is a different type than you, even if you tried to be them, you're going to fail, bro. You're not going to get there, because that's not who you are. And my favorite thing about the Enneagram is it honors who you are while still calling you to become the best, most healthiest version of yourself you can be. Don't miss how unbelievable that is. Don't miss how powerful that is, because we all want to grow. We all believe transformation is possible, right? Like I was saying at the beginning, often we come to the Enneagram because the way that we've always done life is no longer working for us. I've always run my life this way, but now I'm like sick, or now I got to the top of the ladder and I'm like, this was the wrong ladder. Like we come to the Enneagram because we're looking for transformation. And what the Enneagram says is, you're awesome just as you are. And also, let's try and become healthier. Let's try and move into healthy space. Here's what healthy space looks like for you. It's never going to make a 7 try to become a 1. It's never going to make a 9 try to become an 8. It's never going to force you to move outside of who you are, but it will challenge you to become the healthiest version of yourself that you can be. And to me, the only way that we experience lasting change is from a place of self-love rather than self-loathing. And so that is probably my most favorite. If you've ever experienced trying to change your life from a place of self-loathing, you know how counterproductive that can be. You know how destructive, and if anything, it pushes you further into the destructive behavior rather than pulling you out. I've done a lot of work. I used to be a health and fitness coach. I've done a lot of work with helping people establish health habits, helping people get out of eating disorders and eating, just emotional eating addictions. There is no way you're going to get out of any of that by shaming someone. This is why, like, fat shaming or any of these things that try to make people feel bad about who they are, like, scientifically, it doesn't work. It makes me furious when I see it happening. But if you take that same theory and move it into any other part of your life, and we all have them, right? The Enneagram shows us what compulsions are unique to us. For me as a type 3, I'm addicted to work. I'm addicted to overachieving. And part of my work is letting that go and being okay with that. Type 9s, they're addicted to peace, creating it, maintaining it, having it. Every type has their thing. May not be food like it is for the clients that I used to work with. We all have our thing. We're not going to shame ourselves out of it. You're never going to shame yourself out of whatever it is that has you in bondage. And the best part of the Enneagram is it says, this is an amazing side of you, but be careful. Don't let it become all that is. Don't let it become all that you are. All right, so those are my favorite side effects. This is less of a teaching and more of just opening your mind to what the Enneagram can do for you and how deep I want to take it here in this place, because I'm about to go way deep. I got accepted this year to be in a cohort with Suzanne Stabile, who's the co-writer of The Road Back to You. And we just 2 weeks ago had our meeting, and I've always known I want to go deep here on the Enneagram workshop, but even more, I want to go deeper than I've ever gone before with you guys, because I know the love that I have for each type, and I know the love that you have for yourself. And if we can tap into that, we can find the transformation we're looking for. We can move into that healthy space while still being who we are and not having to change. So that's my vision. And because of that, I've created this course called Enneagram for Individuals Moving Towards Freedom. Freedom is the goal, my friends. Freedom is the goal of the Enneagram. The Enneagram is know thyself and free thyself to be thyself, thy true self. That's what that's all about. So I invite you to check out the Enneagram workshop. Enneagram for Individuals is the course. I've got the doors open right now. I am over the moon excited about it because I want to do this work with you. Yes, I love posting on Instagram. Yes, I love doing videos on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. Like, it's super fun for me. But I want to sit with you. I want to teach you. I want to coach you. I want to work through this together. I'm on my journey too. Don't anybody think that I have this mastered, because I do not. I was just chatting with the people in my cohort about how pervasive all of my insecurities are and how they express themselves through my type. That's what it is, guys. All of our insecurities express themselves through our type. All of our insecurities express themselves through, I need more information, type 5s. I need to be loved more, type 2s. I need things to be better and more excellent, type 1s. Like, all of that are just little symptoms and clues that we've got insecurities to work with. And the beauty is we get to do it together, and we get to learn how it looks for our type, and we get to be coached in what we need to do to grow. And that's what Enneagram for Individuals is. Learn, get coached, be in community, get to freedom. I'm so excited about it. Can you tell? Can I like radiate more excitement through the screen? I don't think so. Here, I love this part. We're actually gonna talk about relationships tomorrow, of all kinds, not just lovey relationships. Every relationship, how Enneagram makes it better. But do you have any questions? I don't feel like this was a big questiony teaching, but if you have any questions, I want to just give a little space for that, because not everyone teaches the Enneagram this way as a tool for life transformation. A lot of people teach it from just relationships, or just know what type 1s do when they're at the grocery store or whatever, which is totally fine. That's just not where we're going here. All right, guys, thanks for all the love. Thanks for being with me today. And I'll see you guys later. Check out Enneagram for Individuals. You're going to love it so much. Bye.